I am going to tell you my best college story. I took a creative writing class that was conducted by an external teacher, not a professor. Her qualifications were mild fame in her writing niche. She introduced herself to us by saying two things. First, that we couldn't take her class for an easy A, and second, that she was a boy mum, and it was all downhill from there. She flagrantly treated the boys in class differently. Their critiques were softer. They got passes for late class work if any of the girls criticized their work, and this was a critique-friendly class. She was quick to step in with a compliment. The girls were questioned harshly. She tried to humiliate them in front of the class. What I will say in her defense is that while her verbal feedback was incredibly biased, her grading seemed to be pretty fair. All of this was subtle and behind a mask of being progressive to the point it Ouroboros itself back into bigotry. I don't think she really knew what to make of me when it came to the boy-girl divide. My files all said I was a girl. I obviously sound like a girl, but I didn't look or dress like a girl. I didn't have a girl's name. So she simply decided that I would be her least favorite person. Fine by me. She made me go first every time I had to present individually. She read my work, only my work, in front of the class and criticized it. We did group work. I was in an all-girls group. I usually volunteered to do the talking, since she would tear these girls apart when they spoke in class. Only for her to go, "Oh, so you did this with no help then? Is that what you're saying? You did the entire group project?" None of this bothered me. If I thought she was wrong, I'd argue with her in front of the class. If I thought she was right, I would very graciously admit it. I don't know what sort of response she was looking for from me, but I guess she didn't find it. Towards the end of the semester, I ended up being alone with her for all of 2 minutes. She started up with a little heart-to-heart, asked me how my final was coming along, and then she said, "I have to tell you, you're very creative, but of everyone in this class, you just don't have what it takes to be a writer." And I was like, "Cool, okay." And she was like, No, like, I'm serious. This is what I do for a living. You don't have it." And I was like, "Yeah, it's fine by me. I don't want to be a writer." Maybe she wanted me to cry or something. I don't know. So she asked me why I'd taken the class then. And I was like, "Well, I thought it would be an easy A, but you said we weren't allowed to say that." Reader, she hated that. But I handed in 3 papers to her. I got 3 A's, and I still consider it the easiest class of my admittedly short-lived academic career. This would be a way better story if I had gone on to be a writer, but I do get paid to write blog posts about volunteering and community action, which is still more than she ever envisioned for me.